Here we are, spawning in the top left-hand corner, playing for Good Game Gaming. It's Patience. And in the bottom right, our blue Terran for Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Cure. Welcome, Gengar, to our lovely stream. It's always nice to have you here, supporting your amazing players and your amazing team. You're starting it off with a cheeky SCB scout over here. Oh wait, that's not a scouting. You do not build barracks for scouting. That's not a scouting barracks. That's a very nasty play coming for Cure. Very quick Reaper inside the main of Patience can throw some serious danger in the hands of the Protoss player. He's gonna try to get some scouting of his own, sending his probe out. He's gonna find out there's no Rex in the main of Cure very soon, but it might be a little bit too late. Patience now knows what's up, and he's gonna start a Zealot as quick as possible. Of course, that's always a good decision. And this little probe is sent in a very interesting position. You're gonna see an SCV and a Rex just being made inside of your natural. It's a little bit of a shocking news for the Protoss player, but the Zealot is already coming out. Probably Cure is just gonna try to make a bunker behind the mineral lines of the natural. That's most likely the next step of this. But with the Zealot out, it is going to be difficult for Cure to establish even more of a proxy position. Second Reaper has been started by Cure, but the first one is already trying to get a couple kills. Here, first probe is gonna fall. Very good grenade is gonna stop a lot of mining time. But Patience is gonna start to invest some of his own micro to stop this Reaper from getting too many kills. Freeze are already dead. This Stalker will try its best to follow the Reaper, but will not manage to get the kill. Second Reaper making its way into the main. Cure doesn't want to stop the aggression. Another probe is in serious danger, and it's going to be the fourth probe that has been killed by Cure's proxy. It's just two Reapers. It's not even that hard of a commitment. Cure already has a command center built behind it. He's already making a cyclone. 5 probes down. In the end, the Reaper will be cleared by this Stalker. And here, look at Cure just being absolutely incredibly obnoxious, stopping the Nexus in the natural with these Rex. Not even bothering to sacrifice it for a greater good, because this Rex is definitely going down. There's no way he's going to repair it, but in the end, it's probably going to be worth it. A little bit of more scouting information, maybe to just check out what is going to be the tech structure that Patience is going for. But it's too late, the Rex will not get a scout. But there's already a Cyclone out for Cure. He's not really going to be scared of anything too aggressive coming from the side of Patience. One Cyclone, most likely more than enough to slow down any kind of early aggression coming from the Protoss player. It's going to be Phoenix first. That's a little bit of a bad news. Of course, Phoenixes can lift the Cyclone and kind of put a dent into your defenses, but you kind of need more than that. Losing a Phoenix number 1 will get a scouting of what Cure is doing right now, and with the double Rex being produced, probably finally Submarines will be able to stop this target play coming from Patience. Yeah, you butchered my name, but it's me. It's Akontistes. Eyes. Always glad to have you guys here. I don't mind my name being butchered, don't worry. Alright, first two Phoenixes making their way through the map. Try and get at least some scouting information. Cure still pinned a little bit in his own main base. Finally, he's going to try to establish the orbital command in the natural. while Patience, slow down himself by Cure's early play, will try to get something back after his early game's losses. 3 Phoenixes made their way, and they're going to stop some of these mining in the natural. It's going to be just 2 kills. The Cyclone will shoot the Phoenix away, and steam will be started by Cure. As I was saying, just 1 Cyclone can absolutely destroy any kind of early aggression out of a Protoss player for such a long time. And it's also a very good scouting tool in the later stages of the game once it has fulfilled its purpose. Cure finally starting off some serious bioproduction with infantry weapons 1, combo shields and steam pack. These Phoenixes do not have an easy way in. Impatience will just easily transition out of this target. Robo Bay incoming, Colossi Disruptors, everything can be the play out of this guy. And finally the Twilight Council has been dropped for Patience. The Blink Stalker King has finally decided to go back to basics and get those Blink Stalkers out in the map, doing business for him. Phoenixes will try to get a little bit more, another lock-on will force them out. No easy way to all in onto that Cyclone with these many Marines out, especially with upgrades so close to being finished for Cure. But in the end, with the Raven out, even Colossi shouldn't be too much of a problem if Cure decides to move out right now. Cyclone will get a lock-on yet on another Phoenix. More Phoenixes are actually being produced by Patience. Of course, there's a lot of key units in the army of Cure. More Phoenixes can definitely snipe some of these important units. But the army of Cure is really scary right now. Not gonna lie, Patience doesn't really have the numbers to face this army, especially with 2 interference matrices available on their Raven. Cure making his way out. The first Widow Mine is gonna be just sniped out. Raven, get out of this business. And force fields are just immensely good for Patience, stopping so much of the aggression out of Cure. Beautiful defense is far for Patience, but Cure still has a powerful army out. The Raven is still up there, and more units are being sent as reinforcements. Tanks sieging and unsieging to leapfrog them further. The Raven still out, that's the biggest threat to the army of Patience. And now finally Phoenixes try to dive on top of this Raven, will not manage. Interference matrix will go down on top of the Colossus, and that's all he needs. Cure steaming forward, the force fields are not enough. Finally the Colossus is free of his own cage, and the tanks are just melting everything. The drop on the left side is melting Patience down. What a beautiful double prong play by Cure, and game 1 will go to Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Spawning in the bottom left hand corner for Good Game Gaming, it is Patience. And in the top right, Dragon Phoenix Gaming's very own Cure. Alright, will he make it 2 in a row? No early proxy this time for Cure. But Patience has sent out a very early scouting probe. This time he doesn't want to find himself with his pants down, while Cure sends the Reapers in his main base. Doesn't really look like any of those 2 players will go for aggro in the early stages. You can see on the minimap in the bottom left, Patience is just checking a little bit everywhere for proxies. He doesn't really want to find any units unscouted in his main base. Of course, he's gonna see these wrecks here in the main of Cure, and he's gonna know that there's no way Cure has anything out of the map. Out on the map, of course. Oh, probably being a little bit obnoxious over here. The 7-8 score going down before the Nexus. Way before the Nexus, actually. That's just... it doesn't really change too much. It's not like it's PvZ, in which, oh, he's going for 7-8 score before Nexus. It's gonna be so slow down. And yeah, of course, it's for defenses. In TVP, it's a little bit different. You're just not gonna have too much of a problem going for Cyber into Nexus. You still have a lot of macro advantage in the way of your race works, producing more workers in the early stages of the game than any other race, and that's the main reason why you go for 7-8 score first in this scenario. Terran can go for so many obnoxious early things, and getting a Twilight Council as early as possible to get Blink as fast as possible is just so incredibly important, especially with the amount of scouting that the depths can do, and it's exactly what Patience is trying to do right here, right now. You're already producing quite a lot of Marines per minute, with Widow Mines started off as well as the starport. It's going to be just probably an average Widow Mine drop, the standard build nowadays for this matchup for Terran. Blink not started yet. A Robo has been preferred first for Patience, trying to focus down as much as possible to rush down those key units, and it looks like Patience has decided that these key units are going to be Dark Templars and Archons, with a Dark Shrine coming up here in the main base of Patience. That is a fairly important pylon, Patience. That pylon is powering up a lot of structures. First Medivac almost out. It's gonna be a lot of important scouting information. Dark Shrine takes a long time before it's done, and with this Widow Mine drop, if it gets into the main, it's going to be a lot of important things getting scouted for the Terran. That's the main important thing of this kind of harassment. Getting those Widow Mines into your opponent's base not only forces a lot of micro, can get a lot of damage, most importantly, it gets a lot of very important scouting information. You can see a Raven already being produced back here. It's probably for Colossi, but it doesn't know that it's going to be even more important at this stage. Here wants to find the right spot to unload these mines. It will go straight into the main. Widow Mines will get here in the mineral line. That's quick reflexes coming from Patience. Not a lot of kills will be in the hands of Cure right now, but a lot of scouting information most certainly will. Even though Dark Templars, they just get damage whatsoever. 3 SCVs already fallen. Finally Raven is out. That's a real party stopper for Patience. Cure with an early Raven will stop the game plan of Patience altogether. A Forge has been started. These Star Templars will most likely be turned into Archons in just a little bit. Here we see the double Archon play. Alright, Patience sending his Archons in. Missile turret is out over here. Patience will easily stop it. Double. Oh, that's a kill. Oh my, that's a kill. Not a lot of losses, but oh, that's not a kill. Yeah, that is adding up. That is more than enough for these Archons. It's easily what Patience wanted. Force a little bit of action, get a little bit of damage, but here wants to bite back. Oh, these Stalkers are so perfectly placed, but the Widow Mines will burrow, and it's going to be a lot of damage into the mineral line of Patience. 8 workers down. Yet again, Patience has to work with a lot of workers disadvantage. These Archons trying to do their best, but that Raven interference matrix is way too scary to just keep them on the ground for too long. Patience desperately trying to outproduce his opponent, but he's found himself a lot behind in workers. Finally has caught up to his opponent's number, but he has been losing quite a lot of workers for quite a while. Cure's still on 2 bases, not really minding too much this basic disadvantage. As long as these Widow Mines get damage. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, that Widow Mine barely survived to get 5 more kills. Oh, devastating damage from Cure. Patience really struggling to keep up with his opponents as of now. This Arkham play trying to do its best, but in the end, Cure will find himself immensely ahead and will plan this timing attack real soon. Marine steaming forward, trying to catch that one Warp Prism. Patience already moving his army out, while Cure takes control of the Watchtower. So glad to see Watchtower's back. Oh, Raven. Raven is super important. Oh, beautiful anti-armor missile. Look at these Marines just shredding through the Zealots. Widowmine will get a lot more damage, and Patience takes a very bad trade. This Raven doesn't have a lot of energy, but these units out of Patience don't have a lot of health. Another steam forward. Cure with just one tank is melting through the army of Patience. A lot of Zealots are out already. It's going to be very dangerous for Patience to charge on top of this army with these many Widow Mines being out on the mob. Oh, look at the Widow Mines go! Ah, they get a beautiful connection. The tank will get a lot of kills. And now Cure sends Scattering, but that's a beautiful engagement for the Terran. Losing that one Raven will absolutely be devastating, but in the meanwhile, Cure in the main with a real damaging blow. 7 workers down, a very important pylon down, and this army still gets more kills before heading back into the Medivac and flying away. Second set of the army of Cure here facing off the Zealots. There's a little bit too many. Cure knows he can take that fight, but now the charge has already been expanded. Cure will just sky the Zealot forever and get even more damage. Another beautiful game by Cure. 12 more probes down the sink. So many beautiful engagements. He's ahead in workers. He's ahead in army. He's probably about to be ahead in upgrades as well, with the Ghost Academy being up even before Disruptors are a thing. Shockwave EMP is such an incredible upgrade for Terran in this matchup, but Patience will try to crawl his way back into this game with some Dark Templar action. One of them will be instantly scanned. Cure will not be found with his pants down and will be ready to strike again. Storm gets started by Patience, but Cure already has produced his first 3 ghosts alongside Shockwave EMP upgrade. Cure is expanding a little bit too freely right now. He's getting all of the pieces of the puzzle. Second NGP, an armory, a lot of production. Of course, Patience will try to get some scouting information with his Zealot charging on top of a Widow Mine. Getting a kill. Not the most worth of exchanges. Once again, Cure finds some scatter units on the map, but it's time for yet another trade. Storm finishes way before Shockwave EMP. Here comes the first EMP, not gonna get a lot of damage, just gonna get on top of these Archons. Shibari is almost out of energy. Shibari overcharge not being used, and the army of Cure is just destroying Patience straight up. Cure takes game number 2.